Yo, what's good, world family? It's your boy Unico Williams back with another episode of What's New 99. You know, where we just be kicking it, man. We just be hanging out. We just chilling, talking as boys. That's all we doing. No more, no less. We always just putting together all these big ass shows and think pieces and all this stuff, man. We just kicking it today, man. Can I just kick it?
Yeah.
Man, you're supposed to say yes, you can. So I guess I'm showing my age, even though I'm literally like 3 years older than this fool. But that's all right.
Don't tell people my age. What are you doing?
It's just raining, I guess. Now cue the rain. Welcome to another episode of What's New 99, man. I'm here with my boy Zelmay. Zelmay, how you doing today?
You know we looking cute, we looking clean, and we looking sexy. And for the OGs who've been here a long time, Cannon Alpha, please get all wise.
What's happening?
I ain't did
man,
that in
good
a long
to see you
time.
again on this beautiful day, man. But you know, seeing you again, that reminds me of memories. You know, I got memories with my boy Zelmay, man. We've been rocking since 2020, ever since KCP came out. Shout out to my boy KCP. He been dropping song after song. He got some videos coming out, some visuals. We've been doing shows. Also, the homies in down in Brazil, they making stuff for him. He got a fan club. I love it. You know, I'll bring this up in a second.
Can we talk about him? Okay, this is how me and Joe met. Wes got tired of me telling them let's do shows every day. And you're like, hey, my cousin do this. Let's expose him for a minute. Then he go off and never show up to a show again.
It's been a while.
Yo, you know how we used to like wait on him and then he never show up and then just be me and you to the point we just got to where it's just me and you.
Hold on, boys. I'm finna go get something to eat real quick, boys. I'll be back. Hold on, I'll be there. Give me 10 minutes.
I forgot.
This nigga was at Quiznos. He didn't tell us he was just going, like, he would tell us, like, I'm about to go grab something to eat. All right, cool, grab something to eat. We didn't know that it was a sit-down situation with him and his girl. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know it was that kind of, I'm about to go grab something to eat. Grab something to eat to me means I'm about to grab something to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to grab something, be eating out the fries, you know, because you go to Quiznos or you go to Firehouse Subs, you go to Subway, whatever, you eating on the chips, you eating on the French fries, whatever. Man, this nigga sitting right there drinking good lemonade, taking big old bites out them sandwiches, everything. So that's cuz, but you know, it turned into a good thing. So and we got memories. Yeah. We did this during the pandemic.
Yeah, listen.
Now he back. That's what it is. He back doing shows again. He back doing live shows again, and that's why he can't pop up. So I feel you.
Listen. We do these at 9:30. We get on, me and Joe on. Used to sometimes Bree before she got a promotion. Shout out to Bree, we happy for. And then Wes be like, okay, he'll be on the show. He be like, Joe ain't here? All right, I'm finna go get some eat. Joe show up like a minute after he left. I'm like, where's Joe back? All right, but I'm out to go. I'm going out to eat. No, I said 9:30, 10. Wes get back at 12 o'clock. Like, oh, y'all still doing the show? He'll just tick. Bro, that's 2 hours later.
And also on my defense, I was going through a lot in 2019 and 2020. So I spent a lot of my Sundays not being on time because I was faded, because I was clowning Friday and Saturday. And you know, sometimes you feel like to cure a hangover, you drink some more. And then that drinking turned into finding more shit to get into. So I was hella late like all the time. But it is what it is. But we out that situation. People is kind of vaccinated. They kind of letting us do shit. So, I mean, we out here, we learning, we getting to get back with people. We slowly, but getting it. You know, I got some stickers. Let me know if you want a sticker. Put it in the comment. If you want a sticker, I will send you a sticker. I have some other merch, but for now, I got these stickers for you. I'll send them to you. So,
by the way, merch link is in my Zelmay link tree. So Joe's gonna work on his whenever this week and next week, whenever.
No, I'm gonna drop my cell phone number and then just text me and I got you. I'll send it to you and we'll figure out the link tree shit later because just don't worry about it. So, but memories.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Memories. Remember to like and subscribe to Overall 99 Media on YouTube if you're listening. And if you're watching, go subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Go if you can hear a podcast somewhere, be sure to do it here. I like to have background noise when I'm doing my work because people are still working from home. Companies done wised up, and it was like it's cheaper to not have to pay rent at random buildings. So cool. We at the crib with it. So that being said, you know, if you just want to listen to our sweet, sultry voices while you doing your work, that's fine. Let me get you through, you know, in between your little murder podcast. I know y'all gals out there, they love a good murder mystery podcast and be listening to it. Y'all weird. Y'all always plotting and figuring out ways. How can I kill my man? Like that's y'all shit at this point. But that's cool. That's
ID
cool.
Network? Ain't that what it is? ID Network?
No, it's like random people like have podcasts now where they just go out and they find out like cold cases and they just run around interviewing random people like, hey, remember 13 years ago that one kid disappeared at the river? Can you tell us a story? And then some old lady will tell the story, and then they go and discuss it on their podcast after airing the story and say, how much validity do you think she had? And so they just like break that down for 50 minutes off of one story that some lady told them, and then they go after it. But neither here nor there. Memories. You know, I was on Snapchat the other day. August 25th in my life has been a very important time in my life, man. I'll tell you why. August 25th is when I knew it was destiny. Let me tell you why I know it's destiny. Kanye West is my favorite artist, and he has 100% inspired me. It's Kobe, Kanye. It's something about people with K's in their name. And KKK, and I'm talking about the Kardashians. We love them. But Kanye not only went on tour, but he went on tour, and his first stop was in Indianapolis, y'all. And I said, oh, my God, I get to see Kanye West. But I said, I got to take advantage of this opportunity because we know how that Life of Pablo tour went. That Life of Pablo tour went super left. Like he started practicing songs. I was okay with him practicing Beautiful Morning, my morning bed. He started off with that and he's like, no, start that over. I didn't mind him using Indianapolis as a dress rehearsal. I'm okay with that. But I went and got some seats that were mid-level. I was like, you know what? I don't want to be front stage. I actually want to be in a more observer role. I want to watch how my hero does his work. Well, turns out the man comes out on a floating stage and we like eye level. I'm like, oh my God. I'm looking at Kanye just go back and forth on this stage. First levitating stage thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe Kanye's doing this right now. That was not my intent. So it was destiny. And I was there with one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. So shout out to that. Hey, Gotti, you're gonna have to get out if you're gonna mess up my story. Look at yourself, man. They love bathing when you talking. So I had that. And then another memory popped up on Snapchat when I was with one of the other most beautiful women I've ever seen in the world. And that was my grandmother. But I also took my third favorite beautiful girl in the world. Took my favorite girlfriend I ever had all time with me to Illinois, and it was wonderful. August 25th is beautiful. And so even after all these years, after 2 years, after 4 years on being in my memories and whatnot, it holds that weight. And that brings me to our first topic. Memories have a lot to do with how they make you feel later on in life. And we got some news today that Daequan, there was some little tweets going on. Daequan and Hamz, they're coming back, blah, blah, blah. I don't know them like that, but they came out with a house tour thing that they did. They bought a $7 million house out in Las Vegas. And I'm a fan at this point, but people on the internet was going crazy when they saw Daequan put the looking eyes emoji on Twitter. I'm like, what? Who the hell is this? I don't know who this is because I just got into the whole Twitch community thing. but I didn't know who this was. And apparently they've been gone for a year. And they got nothing but love. Their video has been out for now probably 4 hours, but it was 2 hours when I watched it, and they already had like 300,000 views, and they've been basically MIA. So, Zelmay, what's your thoughts on, a memory, a good old memory? Once you get it back, or you have that, you take it for granted. It's been gone for a year. It's been gone, and you get it back. And now you feel like how you feel, like it's never been gone. That's love, ain't it? Is that real love?
That's love. I know people that still sub today. He's been gone 16 months from streaming, and people subbed to him the whole 16 months. He was gone, and that is massive love. Hamlin's been gone probably for 18 months. They was actually gone 4 months before that, before he streamed for a month. So they were gone for a minute. And I think they probably had like 2,000 subs each month. And he didn't stream for 16 months. That's how much they were missed. And if you go Myth stream, if you people that don't know TSM Myth, now those are with NRG, Hamlinz and Day. He had 125,000 people in this stream watching the video, because those three are like the first three black Twitch streamers. You had King Richard, but they really wasn't at the top. You had some other people. But TSM, first one signed to an org that was like mainstream. Myth, Day, and Hamlinz, they all signed with TSM, and they lived in a content house. It wasn't quite the level of this content house. This content house made for YouTube, but they lived in a content house. And they made massive memories, to the point where his whole chat was yelling NRG Myth. Hit the buy out and move with them, because we want the three. But I'm happy that they're happy. They've been through a lot. They went through some stuff, and they took care of their business. Now they're back doing the content they want, doing the thing that we're going to do soon. So we didn't copy it. We've been talking about this for like 3 months, so y'all knew it. If you're a fan of the show. I know we got some new people. Shout out to the 200 people that watched the last podcast. Getting 200 people on the podcast is amazing.
Thanks, man. Shit.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. Shout out to some of the 8 and 13 viewers. We appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
But we happy that, man, here we go. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so shout out to y'all. We're trying to make memories too. We're going to really start grinding soon. I know September's supposed to be my grind month, because like I said, we're trying to gear up for everything toward the end of the year for Houston. Yeah. We backtracking a little bit, because I do have something in October, and West have a couple shows at the end of September. So that's why I know we've been saying it September, but we backed it up, because like I said, I got something in the middle of October I got to do. So I'm doing that for my nonprofit stuff. West got his music, so shout out to that. And
I just got regular nigga problems. Like I gotta pay for my place to live. So I just got regular nigga problems. But y'all can help us with that. Hit the like, subscribe, tell your friends. Let us make a little bread. Let me pay off the lease for this year. And then we out here. Then we can stop doing this Fox Sports Network stuff. And we'll be right here in front of y'all, having a good time, bring y'all content every single day. We can do that.
Yeah, and it's gonna be intense once we together, because we doing everything. We not y'all. I know a lot of y'all liked. I don't even think they watched the podcast, but I know a lot of people liked the skit we did. They loved it. Just imagine we was actually together, had someone filming instead of both of us filming solo by ourselves.
Yeah, I enlisted the help of a 13-year-old to help me film that skit. So,
did you even know the 13-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh, at least you knew her.
I knew her.
Y'all
just stay out my business, but that's a story for another time.
But yeah, I had find random people like, hey, can you just hold this while it's already on record? Just hold it. Just hold it real quick. It's already on record. Just hold it, and I'm finna do something. And then go. But yeah, they coming back. They got a content house. They brung 12 of their, which I think is so dope, to bring people with like not that much presence online, and to make them part of the org. NRG is one of the top orgs, probably number. I don't want to give a number, but it's not phase of TSM, but it's like that next tier under.
I mean,
And
$7 million. Put me in that tier. I don't care. $7 million crib. I get to live there. You know, some of them. You know, some of them rooms were a little smaller, but I can leave my room and go to a half court gym. I can leave my room and go to an actual workout spot. I can leave my room and I can go to a pool and I can, man, bruh, you live at a dope ass crib. Like, yeah, put me in a smaller room. I don't care.
yeah,
Put me in that tier. Put me in that tier. I'm good with that tier. Yeah.
yeah, and I think they're gonna get bigger. And to do that just to pick your friends instead of just picking popular streamer is the dopest idea to me. Like that's a risk too, and and that's probably why NRG was like, we'll take that risk because y'all two might can make us that top tier. Because I don't think TSM them was gonna risk that. Because I know they wanted TSM to sign Yanni, and they're like, that's a risk. But TSM have more of a name. NRG is kind of in that mode where we can take that risk. We got money, but we can take that risk too. So, and I think they're gonna do good on it because they are two amazing talents. That video was 30 minutes, and I was actually entertained the whole time. The little skit where random stuff just show up on the screen, and they're like, "Whoa!" I'm like that. That keeps you entertained. You be like, "What was that on your screen, Hamlinz?" So I think they're gonna do an amazing job. And
they got a new fan today. I didn't know nothing about them, but I watched that little video right there, so I subscribed, and so here we are.
Yeah, I think they said they had 30 million people watch that video saying they back in like 24 hours. That's insane. That new YouTube channel is getting like over 100,000 views in like 3 hours from last I saw. So they're doing amazing. And it made me think about this. Well, what you do it for? You do it for the love of it, man. This is what we do it for, man. These memories, old school, creating more memory, having them fun times, making the jokes, entertaining you. That's what you do it for. That's what you want. You want to create memories, and they created a lot. They gonna create some more, and it made us think how precious it is to have something, even if you lose it. Cause when they was here, Twitch was fun. Twitch is a chore now, kind of. All the hate raids, we done went over all that. Streamers getting swatted from Amaranth, Pokemon, SQC, all the top streamers getting swatted all the time. They got some beef and anger and all that stuff, and they got stalkers that people just sit at their house and stalk them. Like, Twitch ain't as fun as it was with them, so I'm happy to see them back and remind me of the good times with Myth, Daequan, and Hamlinz. So you kind of forget how much you miss something watching them on that video show, and they still had that same energy. You know how hard it is to have the same energy after you left 16 months? To like conjure that up again?
It may be, but I mean, at the same time, that's enough room for you to grow and come back different. You know what I'm saying? I that was something that I appreciated about in that video where the taller gentleman, again, I don't know them like that, so I'm guessing it's Daequan. He was talking about, man, remember I had the microphone taped to the wall back in the day. And you know what I'm saying? It's good to see, I like a good success story. I like when people say, you know what, no, I said that I want to do this streaming stuff. I want to do this Twitch stuff. I want to play games online. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to create content. And I got a microphone, and at one point I had to put that joint on the wall with some duct tape. So I mean, that was nice to hear something like that. So, I'm good with that. And also we just doubling back. No, we ain't gonna bring that. I'm not gonna bring that up. So, man, shout out to them, man. You got anything else about this? Because there's another topic. Memories. Memories tend to breed tension. When you just comes to your head. If you don't mind, go ahead and bring in the next topic, please. I would love to hear your insight. I would love to hear the story and see what I can grab from that.
Before that, I got a question. I saw in the video with Day Hamz. Do you bring the suitcase or do you just bring the garbage bag?
It depends on what you're talking about.
Well, he said he had guests and they went in the closet, and he said in the hood we just had garbage bag. We don't know about no suitcases. All the homies just bring the garbage bags when they sleep over.
I'm bringing a suitcase if I'm going out of state.
But you go to your homie's house, you bring the garbage.
It ain't like to stay or like just to visit.
Visit.
Like to visit, and we in the same state. I got a little. I do the duffel bag. I got a duffel bag.
Got the duffel.
I got the duffel bag for the hang out with the homie for a week. I got the duffel. Well, no, not a week. I think 3 days. 3 days is duffel. Maybe 4. And then anything after that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the suitcase.
I feel that. Chat, let us know in the comments. You bring in the garbage bag, the duffel, or the whole suitcase when you go see your homies. Let us know in the comments below.
I mean, if they're staying for like a month, we bring the garbage bag. If I come down there and stay at your crib and we just making content, do whatever, chilling, we just grinding for a month, I'm bringing the garbage bag.
It is. And it's the the hood go to, man. You gotta have a garbage bag. But
it's got to be the black one. There's a lot of different trash bags out there. Make sure you bring the black one. If you bring the white one, you dirty. You got to bring a black one. Don't nobody need to see no white like a white garbage bag feels like it's really filled with garbage. But when you bring that black bag, they know it's the clothes in there. That's what I'm saying.
So make sure it's the black one. If you bring a white one, let us know in the comments so we can roast you and everybody can.
Yeah. Don't bring a white garbage bag, because I mean that's like you about to do laundry with the white bag. You feel me? Like you're not coming to stay nowhere with the black bag. You coming to stay for a while.
Yeah. But next topic, we're gonna go over it. Abba and Preach called out Fresh and Fit on their thoughts on an issue. They want to argue the point. They called him out, said some of the people you claim you look up to do this. And the point was, we're going to get into the point before we get to the overall question. The point was that you said that you wouldn't pay for the box, as they say. And they said you lame if you pay for the box. Abba and Preach said, how you calling them lame, but the people you look up to, all the people you naming, pay for the box. Why? Because it's an easier transition. You go over there, you cheat, you married and you cheat with the girl down the road.
We probably should have did this topic next, since this got everything to do with like the next topics we got.
Well,
I'm just like, now that I'm thinking about it, we talking about paying, we talking about easy transitions. Yeah. I mean, in case y'all didn't know, we're also going to talk about Ron Jeremy. We're going to talk about Mr. and Miss Curry. So I don't do we have the option right now to transition?
Yeah, we'll end on the last part. So we'll just transition to that. So basically, and they said you pay for the box. It's easier because a high end one won't never tell. Was you mess with something cost $20, $40, or you just cheat with a random girl? They'll go tell everybody. They don't care about the NDA or nothing. While you get a high end, they won't say a word because they high end and they got to rip and they got to keep it. So you said, you're saying that and you calling people lame, but you got a site where you say you looking for, he's a sugar daddy or something. Y'all can go look it up, whatever they said. So he called him a hypocrite.
I have to look it up, man.
Yeah, so he called him a hypocrite. Fresh and Fit came back, said y'all lame. We get more views than y'all. I bet your wife ugly. She look like a walrus. Disrespect. If we did have a disagreement on if you should pay for the box, Joe, would you get disrespectful like that? Would you call my wife ugly over that? Like, is that, it's not.
No, I think that's something that we're talking about.
Yeah.
As far as how we feel morally or as men, if you will, like how we feel about that kind of stuff. I feel like we can attack each other's moral values in our character, but that's between us. Yeah. That's between how I think and how you think. That ain't got nothing to do with my wife at all. That has nothing to do with my wife or my girlfriend.
I don't even think you have to be disrespectful when you do it.
Even us talking about it, even if you and I were talking about it, I don't think that there's anything that I can say to make you be like, hey, let's run them.
Yeah, it's like a simple topic. Like, yo, Maybe
Like pay for it or you don't. How you feel about it?
Maybe he got upset. Maybe they got upset because he called him out on him having a website and he looked fake in what they say, which is what we're going to talk about more so importantly. Is it good to fake it?
No, the word fake is never okay to use in any context.
Yeah, I know people say fake it till you make it. Let's do this. Let's create fake.
You know, like there's certain things where you can fake, like, oh, absolutely, I'm a team player to get the job, because you need that. That's essential. But like making it, I guess there's some cases where you might want to look like you got it going on and get an opportunity to actually make some money. I think there's more merit in just being real.
It is
than being fake. I don't know.
People get the genuine person, but there are characters, and Fresh and Fit clearly is playing a character. They playing that Miami lifestyle. They trying to live up to that Miami style. They in one of the hottest clubs in Miami upstairs. They got the girls that come in every day. They gotta look like the alphas. You know what I mean? I know, yeah, I see it right there. But they gotta look like alphas. You know what I mean? So they gotta go say like alpha things, creating that character, that narrative. So the first thing they do when they get called out is, y'all bust us and we bigger than y'all. We get more views than y'all. We got better cars than y'all. Our women look better than y'all. I'm like, but they never addressed the issue. So even then you look kind of like you addressing what essentially is the main issue, which is your thoughts on it. And you have the right to have that thought. Just argue it. You know what I mean? Just argue that point. Just argue who's doing what in that point. Like, you don't have to be disrespectful in a disagreement. Unless you're losing, of course, and they didn't have no recourse or they didn't have no way to argue back. Because I don't really believe what I'm saying, so I can't really argue with somebody that I don't believe in what they're saying. So now I have to do this giant recourse and I have to speak on something that I don't really believe, and that becomes more of a problem. You get what I'm saying? It's more of an issue. Because I have to speak on this thing which I have nothing to talk about.
Right.
So essentially, they just went at their necks and they try to live up to their lifestyle. All about clout, money, women. We got all that and y'all don't. Your wife is like a walrus.
I just say, and when it comes to arguing and all that stuff, I say keep the women and kids out of it. You can drop Drake's address, that's fine, but at the same time, you do need to realize that Drake's kid could be there. So so keep that in mind. Now, if this was Drake before his kid, yeah, dox him, I guess. That's cool. But we haven't heard anything else about that. So I don't think nobody's trying Drake, or maybe that's a fake address. Who knows?
No, Drake laughed like it's get back season. So I don't know. You gotta wait on that. He one of them type.
Ooh, and it's almost October. Oh my God. Because he shows out in October because he's OVO. So October's very own, if you will, for the people that don't know. But yeah, man, leave the women and kids out of it. Make it between us. And I mean, we can have a discussion. Can we have that discussion right now? Can I ask you the question, or you can ask me the question? How we feel about paying? Because I feel like you pay one way or another.
Paying is I personally probably couldn't do it.
I don't think I could give straight up cash to a person that I'm trying to lay on top of. I don't think I can do that. I do believe that I don't mind spending the money to hang out, like, to get to know you, the dinner thing. And then maybe something happens, not because I paid for dinner, but because like the experience, like I paid for a date. I paid for, to hang out. So, I mean, not to hang out, but I paid, we had a good time, whatever. I like it that way. I wouldn't straight up be like, hey, here's the amount of money. You're not worth my time. Here's some money. I don't think that's I would never do it that way. I prefer the old fashioned way. Court somebody, do what you do. Well, I don't know where you sit on that.
What question? If you had clout, let's say about a year from now we blow up, cause we gonna blow up. We know what it is. It's overall 99 media, baby. But say a year from now, girl want to sleep with you, put you on the OnlyFans, get that clout up, get that money up. You doing it? That's the same thing as a monetary transition. She gaining money from it.
I mean, I feel like we would have had that conversation. Like, hey, you wanna do this on OnlyFans? Which shout out to me, I got my job back. I'm back on OnlyFans. You know, Bartholomew on on OnlyFans. I got my job back, man. They said I can bring my content back, so we good. We worked it out with MasterCard, Visa, and American Eagle. We broke it all. I mean American Express, but we worked that thing out. So I got my job back. But I feel like me and a woman would have been like, you know, hey, you want to record something for OnlyFans? Cool. We'll make it happen. But as far as especially if you're making content, the content is to make money. But I'm talking about on a daily. I mean, you know, one-on-one. I don't think I could be like, man, I ain't got time to be trying to court this girl, talking to this girl, man. I'm gonna just offer her X amount of money and see if she'll go for it. And that's how you become $40 status.
So it's
I wouldn't pay 40. I don't even want that. I would not. I don't think I would want a girl that, like, even if I'm back in the hood running around, I don't think I want to be like, here's $40. Here's $40. Can we hang out? What? I don't see that as how I operate, man. I feel like I want that. We're gonna have that mutual agreement. Like, I'm a dope dude, you a dope girl, and then cool. I hope maybe you got full tonight. Maybe you enjoyed the movie tonight. You know, whatever. But yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool off saying here's 10 bands. Lay on top of me. I'm cool off that. I don't need that.
What, transactional? What? No, I couldn't do it. That's me personally. If you do it, cool. I ain't got no problem with it.
Ain't your business.
I done
heard cats give people $50 walking down the street. Here's $50. What you trying to do? For the 50, walk right in there in the hood. So, hey, it is what it is. That's how bad you want it, and that's how bad you need it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like fresh and fit and be like, y'all lame for it. You do what you do. Get it how you get it. Yeah. Maybe I don't know your situation. I don't know nothing about you. People got their own life. People got their own beliefs. People got their own morality. I am not God. I'm a 2.0 college student who graduated with a degree and helped multiple people get their degrees because I'm easily bored. So I don't know nothing. So I'm just here running my mouth with one of my boys. And that's what we doing, chilling.
I told you, we just chilling on Keep It 99, which you can catch on Overall 99 Media on YouTube, Spotify, Podcast, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that. You know, that's where we at. Just lock in. Yeah. You want to go ahead and get us into the next one? Because I don't know which way we going, because
I thought you took a picture.
We just had a pre-production meeting mid show. We had a pre-production meeting, and I didn't. Can we be transparent with our people that's watching?
Yeah, tell them about the picture. Tell them about the picture.
No, okay. I'll get to that. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I joined right along when it was trending, but I'm reading our script for tonight. I'm reading our production thing. It says nothing about. Oh, it does say on paying for favors.
Y'all don't even read them.
But no. But like, that was like kind of like sprinkled in there. Like, you know how you make chicken and you about to fry some chicken, so you know you put that old Lowry's on there. You know what I'm saying? You put that Lowry's on there, but you might put just a little bit of garlic salt in there. That's all you put. The main topic, you made it garlic sauce. That was supposed to be the Lowry's.
That's what they were arguing about. That's why I just put it in there. It's like they arguing over this, but being fake or real is the one thing I wanted to talk about. But it's more entertaining this way. Y'all like this more anyway.
Yeah, just whatever.
Goons ran down on Fresh and Fit, and they blamed Alba. Alba said he don't know who them people. He knew them people, but they wouldn't represent him. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to read up on that situation. We was just trying to. I think that we was just having a good conversation about, is you gonna pay for it or not?
Fresh and Fit seem to be lame dude. They gotta redeem themselves. They might not be. I have no clue. I don't watch them. I don't
know these dudes.
They the type of dudes. They got a bunch of women around them, and they try to clown them. I don't really enjoy that content. If you
I
do it,
asked the question, how does Zelmain know all these niggas? I don't understand how he like who
but they pop.
who is Abba and Preach and who is Fresh and Fit.
Alvin and Preach, I've been knowing them. They kind of like commentary YouTube dudes. Used to be dancers, became they really been. They said they're not even friends. That's how the show worked because they don't care about hurting each other's feelings, which I think sometimes it could be dope. Like yo, me and somebody not friends. I don't care how you feel. I feel like that's how most of these sports shows is. So they could just
that
say,
works for skipping Shannon. Shannon will tell you right now, nah, we ain't close.
Yeah, you can say whatever. According to Molly, she said one go in one corner, one go in the other corner. They got they click producers they brung on and they just chat. So it works sometimes. Sometimes I like kicking it with my boy, but sometimes I feel like the other way work too. So
both work. I think both work if you can pull it off. You got both of y'all got to be cool enough to pull it off. But where do you want to go? You want to go to Ron Jeremy or Hasan Piker? What do we get?
You go with the Ron Jeremy because it fits. Let's go. Let's hit on the creep end. Let's go. We keeping on the
okay. So I'm gonna ask you politely to STF you. First of all, Ron Jeremy is a very good friend of mine. I met him one time in Pacific Beach, California. He took a picture with me, and it was on my birthday. It was great. I had a great time. So we're best friends because I took a picture with him. So
that's how the internet work, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like that's my boy, man. I know you ain't. So
first time meeting him ever, took one picture. Like, hey, I know you from something. Oh, y'all best friends. You gotta speak out.
He had his hand like right here, like mid rib. So we was like good. Like we met, and I'm 6'2", and I just realized that Ron Jeremy is like I'm looking at the picture of us, and I actually kind of was like coming down a little bit. So yeah, Ron Jeremy's probably like 5'6", and he's been a demon when it comes to being a sex worker. He's one of the dudes from like the 70s that was like, yeah, sign me up to get on the pictogram to bang girls on camera. And that's how the story of the sex worker started. But Ron Jeremy has been arrested. Apparently he has allegedly been charged with a whole bunch of sexual assaults. I think he's up there with Deshaun Watson. As far as the allegations, Deshaun Watson's happened during COVID, and Ron Jeremy allegedly his is happening over the last 25 years. So with that being said, I'm so confused. Like,
isn't that common? Isn't that like common with them now? Like, isn't it like, especially the older ones?
I'm thinking about how things were in 1996.
You know what I'm saying? Isn't like some common thing?
I'm thinking about how, I even bring up like Bill Cosby, man. And first and foremost, I'm not victim shaming or anything like that. I'm saying 1996, people is off cocaine. People are at these parties in Los Angeles. And I know that I was a little kid back then, but I kind of feel like I don't know. Like, I just kind of feel like it's hard to put your pussy or your dick in a suitcase and go home every night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done being a sex worker today and just go on and live your regular life. Go home to be with your boyfriend. I mean, or go home to be with your husband, go home to be with your family, or go home to be with your wife even. It's so hard for me to not understand, but it's hard for me to grasp the concept of you're a sex worker, I'm a sex worker, we're just hanging out, and then like I try, and then we have relations, and then now I'm going to jail for us doing our profession. It's hard for me to fathom that. I don't know if there's really a safe way to really talk about it. I just feel like, I mean, if y'all both in that business, I'm sure there's a way to separate work from real life. I'm sure, but I'm thinking about 1996, man. And
well, technically, if they say I'm not getting paid to do it, and then they don't want to do it.
But that's the thing. It's like, I'm thinking about 1996 sex workers. Or I'm sorry, SWs? SWs is what I'm supposed to say.
We passed 30 minutes. YouTube and quit caring.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking about a lot of those. I'm listening to their stories. Like a lot of those OG girls that was in the business. Oh, they ran away from home when they was 18 and got in a business and they slept with a few guys to get some better. Like they've been on record to sleep with people. You've been on record to go sleep with people to get better gigs and all type of stuff. Um, Hell, we don't even got to go back that far. Brittany Renner said all I got to do is sleep with a couple of cats. NBA players are stupid. And then turn around and say, well, now that I think about it, I don't think I really wanted to do that. Look, Zelmay is nervous. He didn't drink the shit out of whatever the fuck he was drinking. It did not chance.
I
But
ain't nervous at all.
but I'm not. It's hard for me to. I mean, I'm just, man, damn it, I'm tired of this shit. Listen, I just want to talk candidly and say what the hell I want to say. And what I want to say is this: if you are a sex worker, I'm not going against what you're doing. I'm not knocking what you do, but I kind of feel like, man, like Tiana Trump, she just went on the internet, was like, man, dude, it's not just about the money for her. She gets paid to do some of that stuff, but sometimes she will just pull up on you because she likes sex. Bet. And I have a hard time believing that some of the people that's in this industry, you know, man, I really hate having sex, but I mean, since it's paying the rent, there's probably a couple of people that's like that, but I feel like a lot of them is rebellious ass women and men. But there's different values that come. Man, it's a whole rabbit hole I could go down about this. All I'm saying is this: is that you say with Deshaun Watson is one thing, and I'm going to say that with Ron Jeremy, it's got to be another. There's got to be girls that say, I want to lay on top of Ron Jeremy because he's legendary in the business that I'm in. I don't think I'm say, hey, we need to set something up. We need to work. Let's make this money. I think some people are just like, oh, Ron Jeremy, I just bang the hell out of you. And to make it, to be clear, the last time I saw him, he did act really senile. Like it was kind of weird. It was kind of awkward. I'm not gonna lie. So, your thoughts on this whole Ron Jeremy thing? Just, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time just saying, oh, this dude's a criminal right now. I'm sorry, especially in that business. And I know you Me Too people and a whole bunch of people like, oh, just because they're SWs, that doesn't mean that they're whores. And what's a whore, by the way? And who are you to call somebody a whore? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you get into. And I just thought that just fucking was fucking. Having sex is having sex. It is what it is, man. But so Zelma, you can have it. I'm sorry.
I'll be honest with you. I know very little. I just saw it and be like, Joe, have fun with it. So
I'm upset about it. So whatever.
I'm like, I really don't know much. Hey.
But I gave you the context. The context is sex workers saying people that are in the same business assaulted them. Now I understand how somebody can misconstrue it like, oh, she's a porn star. Let me go talk to her crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can understand how people would do that. But I don't think you just take it from anybody. I don't know, man.
I don't know. All I know is he's from LA. LA people weird. I don't know how they work. I don't know how they operate. Everybody I ever met from LA was weird to me.
I'd like to hear a story.
Like I met a dude. He told me all kind of crazy stuff. He was from LA. I'm like, bro, you are a weirdo. He like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, they do cocaine and all kinds of stuff. I have no clue. Like I said, I haven't read up on it. All I know is they accused him. A lot of people accuse a lot of people of everything. Be safe. If you're not one of them weirdo type of dude, be safe. If you are a weirdo, you need to go to jail. And that's how I go. Cause the world is a crazy place. So people got to be smarter. You brought up Brittany Renner, said athletes are stupid. That was before she started dating PJ Washington. PJ Washington must didn't listen to it because she clearly said, if you want a baby, you want an easy bag, sleep with an athlete. They don't use condoms. Athletes are dumb. He didn't read up on it. He wasn't prepared. Be prepared in life, because if you don't, bad could happen. And that's and that's life. So be careful in everything you do. Make sure everybody's consenting to everything.
It's crazy, bro.
At this point, I tell people the truth. You gotta text me if you want to do something, because I need it in writing.
Bro, so, on some real stuff, like
just to make sure. But if
my whole life, I've always said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Like I've always done that. Are you sure? Are we good? I've always done that because I just don't trust none of it, man. It's tough. And then even if y'all had that agreement that is cool and y'all go through with it and all that type of stuff, like there could still be some stuff down the line, like, oh well, we were just drunk. Wait, hold on. We talked about consent. We did, man. I don't care if if a girl been googly eyeing me all night. I don't care if she been, because sometimes I get sexually assaulted too. They be touching me. Oh, they be touching me in all type of inappropriate ways. Sometimes when I'm at the club. Now, do you hear me when I say sometimes, more often than not? But I'm still gonna be like, you want to do this? Can we do this? And it's not romantic. It's not the most slick player way where you just grab her by the hips and kiss her. Nah, I'm about to do none of that shit. We're gonna have to talk about it, have a real verbal conversation, and make sure that everything is cool and boundaries and all that. Because I'm not going through it.
At this point, we gotta be dating 3 months. So and then, but hey, I'm just hey.
I don't know if I can do that now. Hold on, if it's an alley oop, I just want to make sure that you throwing the alley to me now. That's it. Now I ain't got to wait till the fourth quarter.
But like I said,
if we in the first quarter, I'm good. Hey, well, just make sure that you meant to throw me that. That's all. You meant to throw me the alley oop. We good.
But in the earnest, the Ron Jeremy, I don't like I said, I don't know enough on it to actually speak on it in the candid manner I like to speak on stuff.
Nobody knows what's going on. They're just saying Ron Jeremy's SA'd a lot of people. SA'd at least 21 people, just like with Deshaun Johnson, has been alleged. So we don't know nothing about this. We don't have a truth.
Yeah. But to the victims, any victim that he did, prayers to you, prayers for any victim out there. Like I said, if I don't know something, I talk about it in a classy way, but I'm not finna like get into it without me reading and fully understanding. And even then it's kind of harder for me, but prayers to all the victims of everything, and to everybody, be safe. There are scammers out there in every way. There are dudes who think they got power, so they will take advantage of you. It's all the world is insane.
Trust me, I met Ron Jeremy. He don't got power.
Yo,
trust me.
Weird white man got power.
He doesn't. Ron Jeremy does not walk up to anybody because he's 100% smaller than every female ever. So Ron Jeremy has no power to persuade anybody to do shit. So I don't know. Whatever. He's been old since 1970. This nigga's been old since 1970.
Hey man, he got that power of the hub, you know what I mean? So he got a little clout that he can get him in some doors. So you don't never know. People, I don't know what's going on in the world. So everybody, please just be safe in life and be careful. People are wild. Just do whatever. Everybody be safe. People out to get everybody now. People got vendettas. People got power. People got money. People got things. We going back to the fresh and fit situation. All that. Let's have some fun. Let's have fun before we get, because the people like we started off fun and got real serious. So let's have some fun. Sonya Carey.
When did it get serious?
I don't know. It's always serious. You know, people get all in their feelings. At this point, I'm too old to care. I'm 30.
If you got any feelings about Ron Jeremy at this point,
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Most of y'all probably don't even know who Ron Jeremy is. That man been retired since I was like 10. So I'm be honest. I was 10 when that man retired, probably. So y'all don't know who he is. So
retired. But go ahead, man. Go ahead. Let's go to the next topic. What's up?
Yeah, Sonya Carey apparently left Dale for not Steven Johnson of the Bills, 1988 first round draft pick, the tight end.
Oh my God.
Apparently she lived with him now. And that gives me a question.
I'm not happy about none of that situation.
Is it Steven Stephen? Is it possible?
No.
Okay. We just making sure. Not Seth either. No Seth. No Sindel, Carey. No.
No. You looking at no.
All right, just making sure before we go. But yeah, basically Dale lost a Creole woman to a white man and black men down bad right now. We just took our first loss in a long time.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this, Joe?
Have you seen the picture?
Yes, he looked like a PE teacher.
He looks like a bad lawyer. He's the one that promises you a good deal, but he actually really good friends with like the prosecutor. Like,
he look like Tom Thibodeau.
That's all about himself. He looks like a privileged lawyer that says, "What's in it for me?"
Why he look like Tom Thibodeau? That's what I thought of.
He looked like a strength and conditioning coach for a D2 college.
You know, like I play tight end in the NFL, Jack. And so what? I don't care what you play.
If I'm Dale Curry, I'm like what? But I also understand that. So she hung in there this long. I gotta say, man, Dale, no, whatever you want to say, no, whatever you want to say, but he one of them yellow boys. And I'm sure, and with millions of dollars, by the way, I find it hard to believe that in them years that he been with her, that, he didn't cheat. Now, she might be finding her, she might want to end the last of her life because I believe Miss Sonya Curry is 55 or 51. She 55.
I'm not sure.
She's in her 50s. So if she want to live her best life in the last parts of her life, because she's still very fine. Everybody want her still. We just want to put prayers up for Steph and Seth, because, man, the NBA, I know it's some cats out there they gunning like he guns. You know what I'm saying? At Miss Curry, at Miss Sonya, because I would holler at her today. Hi, Miss Sonya. I would try. I don't have the millions, but I think at this point I'm more handsome than Dale, because
I know the perfect one. I know the perfect guy. He already ready.
Who that?
Miss Carey. I'll knock it out of the park every night, with all due respect. Mark Jackson 2022. With all due respect, I knock that out the park every night. If y'all don't know the reference, Google Mark Jackson knock it out the park.
Yeah.
Seriously, do you think
on national TV?
Do you think he was talking about softball? Because the way he phrased it. For the people,
they was in the same era, by the way. So they might have been a couple times where Mark went down there and they was playing against each other when he was a Pacer, or when he was with New York.
It'll be more New York, right?
New York.
It'll be more New York, yeah.
No, but Mark Jackson also he also was with the Pacers during that time too, when Dale was still in the league. So. And that's a nice little Eastern rivalry. And Mark might have tried her a couple times. You again talking about the 90s.
With all due respect,
slat. I'm just throwing it out there.
So basically, what Joe telling us is the 90s was a time where people did terrible things.
Yeah.
Well, basically, just watch.
And it was okay.
Just watch movies and look at Bill Cosby, look at R. Kelly. R. Kelly's story crazy.
Like that was the height. That was the height of rich, successful men doing whatever they wanted to do.
Epstein was going wild in the 90s. Trump was with him too, and Clinton.
They told on the plug, bro.
Yeah, now all of them in jail after they told on the plug. See them?
They told on the plug. Epstein, he had it popping. If you rich, you can come to my islands. Nobody would ever know about this, but we is gonna get a couple Polaroid pictures, and somebody kept them, and they shake it. So that's where it is at.
But what goes in the dark comes to light. So yeah, whatever. But yeah, Sonya, Dale, they both accused each other of cheating. He said she don't deserve alimony. She living with Steven Johnson as we speak. And black man took the first L in a long time, man. Rihanna was kind of an L, but she wasn't committed. She came back over with ASAP Rocky, so we back.
She did.
So we didn't take the L. That was just like a game of horse that we were just playing with right there. So she back.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. And I think we kind of lost Serena, but
no, she gone.
Yeah, so we lost Serena, so we got that.
Comment fumbled that.
Yeah, so but she
Venus is super gone.
Yeah, so we lost them, but this the first like L we took in a while though. So we Rihanna would have been a big L, but we back, you know what I mean? It's like losing Beyonce, Rihanna, we can't lose them.
Yeah, that would be huge. We can't lose them.
Yeah, so we took an L, but we'll bounce back. We bounce back. LeBron still married to a black queen, you know what I mean? So Carmelo, he kind of taking an L, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Dwayne Wade got his black queen, all that.
With a whole lot of controversy, but he does have his black queen. But I gotta ask, man, you know, we talking about bounce backs and 6th-round picks, and let's just keep it in the NBA, man. Rachel Nichols, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm pretty sure it's a mutual agreement. Like ESPN is like, we can't do nothing with you. And then, okay, let me be honest about The Jump. It's a bad show.
Nobody watched it. I
do not watch. I don't watch it.
Only time I ever seen that show when Paul Pierce say something crazy. That's the only time I used to watch it. It was be on the internet where he said, "I'm better than Dwayne Wade," and everybody be like, "Shut up."
We don't even watch it on ESPN. We watch it on a clip on Twitter.
Like, nigga, shut the. Like, you are not better than Wade, bro. Every time I think of Paul Pierce saying stupid stuff, I always remember Draymond tell him, "You ain't Kobe. They don't love you like that."
Yeah.
You don't get no tour. You're not Kobe. They don't love you like that.
You don't get a farewell tour. No, not at all. If he had stayed with Boston, I think they would have gave him a farewell tour. But
he went back and they still didn't want to do it. That's crazy.
When he said that he was done at the end of this year, I was like, bro, you made me hate you when you got the big three together and you made it seem like y'all's the best team to ever do this. Like, no, y'all honestly wasn't. And Brian had a bad team, and I wish he had to take y'all down. But it's okay. It happened. It is what it is. Paul George,
shout out to KG.
But it is what it is.
Shout out to KG. KG was that real one on the team. KG was.
I say Rondo, but that's cool. Rondo's the reason for that championship, but I'll leave it at that.
KG was. KG, I'm going MVP.
Rachel Nichols fumbled the bag, if you ask me.
And Jimmy Butler down bad.
Y'all seen the memes, but Rachel Nichols fumbled her bag because all she had to do was just sit in the middle of the camera, and she could still be getting paid today. Like, yes, you're allowed to have an opinion. That's cool. Have an opinion, but you shouldn't say stuff like that. And she fumbled the bag. I'm sure she'll go on Fox Network. You know, that's what they do. Shout out to Drea, who was dating my homeboy, Flight Reacts. Shout out to my boy, Dutt Reacts. But when they broke up, she took BLM out of her bio. So, you know, that's just how they be. That's how it be that's how it be when you beefing with BLM. We find out how much it really matters. So we do best. Keep Rachel Nichols lifted up in prayer. Maria Taylor, she got to handle that Olympic spot. That's a lot of money there. She's with NBC. NBC seems to be a middle of the road kind of situation. So shout out to Rachel Nichols. You got anything on this before you take us to our last topic?
No shout out to Rachel Nichols. You know, don't diss my black queen. What's wrong with you? Anyway, she wasn't really that important to me, so I don't really care. Like Erin Andrews kind of hurt when she left for ESPN because I liked her. Rachel Nichols kind of
I didn't care. It's like, all right, she's like, I talked to LeBron today. LeBron said he's ready to go.
She did get a lot of scoops. She got a lot of Miami Heat scoops in that bubble, boy. I tell you that.
She got scoop inside. I mean, inside scoops for sure. Yep, absolutely.
A lot of scoops all over the league. That was wild. She ain't Woj, but she was almost. I wonder what Woj's doing out there.
Allegedly.
We don't want to put nothing on that woman. We just said she got scoops. Y'all make up stuff and y'all man.
That's all they do is make up stuff on this here.
Yeah, they do. Internet, man. Yeah, Beyonce internet. Yo, shout out to Beyonce and her chap, Jean. But that's Jay-Z wife. We're gonna be respectful. But he know. But last thing, we talking about socialism, giving away your money to the poor, eat the rich. Hasan basically just got him a $2.7 million mansion. And people on the internet went crazy. You're a socialist. You don't believe in being rich. Give all your money away. And a lot of streamers said it's silly. XQC made a great point that we want to talk about in this situation. Tell us what you think about Hasan and socialists having money and all that in the comments. But XQC making a great point. He said you could donate half your money and people will still find a reason to get upset. He said, I can give half my money and be like, oh, you just doing it because it's a good look. It makes you look good. You're doing it for public recognition just so you can look good. So you got to tell everybody, oh, look, I gave people money. And if you do it in private, they're going to say you don't give away money because you're stingy. So they say you can't win. The internet, you can't win. People want to complain about whatever. People want to counsel Joe every episode, I promise. And and he can't win because ultimately, if he apologizes, everybody going to say, you let cancel culture win, even if he mean it. And if he don't apologize, they're going to say he's a misogynist. So... good luck.
Yeah,
so
I mean it.
So good luck to everybody in life, because like I said, stay safe, stay strapped. The internet is a wild place. But he's kind of right. Like, you can't win with the internet because it's always somebody looking on your downfall. They waiting for you to fail. If you don't believe me, Shakara Richardson, they done went every tweet, like, she done dissed the Jamaicans. She done dissed Allison Felix. They done found her say some racist stuff about Jamaican. They done found everything. Why is she liking racist comments about Jamaicans? I do not understand. And she basically fumbled the bag like Rachel Nichols did. But this ain't about her. This is about, like I said, Hasan, this Twitch streamer who is a self-proclaimed socialist who got money, and people, when you in that ilk, and we saw with Boomer girl, whatever her name is, what are her name, 100 Thieves. We saw when she had her $1 million mention to her, everybody went crazy because you're a socialist. You don't supposed to have this. You can't have nice things. You're supposed to give all your money away. That what socialism is, right? And it is what it is. I get points of socialism. Like, it's some certain amount of money. You get like $80 billion. You don't really need $80 billion. What are you doing with $80 billion? And plus, when you get to that level rich, they don't really tax you no more. Like Nike get paid, like taxed $500, and it's like me and Joe buy a pair of shoes. They already done with their taxes for the year, and they make like $80 billion. But let us don't get an IRS $500, Joe. They should not bank down.
Letter in the mail.
And for some reason, IRS can find you then, even if you move. Like all of a sudden, they be like, "Did you move? We can't pay you because you moved." But then obviously you don't pay them. I bet they find your house then. I see you, IRS. By the way, check next week episode. We're going to talk about government conspiracies next week on Sales Theory. Like and subscribe.
My thought on this is, all right, I'm going to do what's most aligned with what I feel. So if I get a $2.7 million, it like as far as my image goes, if I buy a $2.7 million, if I had that option, I think that I would put it out there if I'm him. I don't know how much money he makes, but I would say, well, I only spent $2.7 million, but I had the option to buy a $10 million house, but I bought the 2.7 because I don't think anybody wants to live wants to live bad. I think that when you want to enjoy your success, but at the same time, I just think that I would do something that's closer to what I'm aligned with. So I would like, okay, here's $500,000. Because I have the option to have a $2.7 million house. So what I'm going to do is how much, if I give you $500,000, how many people can that house this week? Like, or how much rent can that pay for this part of the city? I think I would do something closer to that. I don't think I would do anything super duper lavish. But at the same time, I mean, I do believe that things should be equal for each other. And I do believe that you work hard for what I don't know. I mean, I do feel like I would be more aligned with everybody having the same. But because we know that at the end of the day, people gain money and they become evil and they don't care about people anymore. So that's taking the power away that you just got to, I just think I would do something more aligned with my spirit. And I'm guessing that's what Hasan did was more aligned is I got this money talking about how I'm a socialist and I'm going to spend that shit, bitch. That's what I think happened. So,
But you're always at a disadvantage on the internet because anytime you say anything, even if it's 10 years later, people gonna bring it back up. They gonna find it and they gonna hold you to some weird standard because everybody on the internet holds everybody to this perfect godlike standard that everything you do have to be perfect, have to be amazing, have to be grand. You can't make no mistakes. You can't grow. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to enjoy yourself. And then how dare you show me your mansion? How dare you?
I'm learning that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm learning that being a part of this Twitch culture now, like seeing it, and just like what we were talking about last week with whatever that boy name is that did whatever he did and called his homie and was like, "Hey, what should I do on live?" You know who I'm talking about, whatever. But like, it's like the homie Afro said, if you was lame before this, before you got famous, you gonna be lame. So it's a lot of people that's getting money and trying to act like they get money type of cats, or act like they've been groomed to be elitist and act like you supposed to. Some of these dudes ain't never seen nothing, man. I feel like a lot of these dudes that got hot off of being on Twitch, man, they lost their virginity off of their name type stuff, bro. Like for real. Like I be watching, I'm like, yo, these dudes is lame. Like, you know, I'm not talking about they won't get no shootout. No, I'm like, bro, y'all don't get no play from girls from off of y'all personalities. I don't think that y'all was really social like this.
You know how I know in last week's situation, he wasn't Afro brought it up too. He said, the fact you refer to yourself not by your name, but by your character name.
Yeah, bro.
In a private party. Like that's weird, but Hasan actually go by his real name, and he doesn't have that problem with women because they love him. They adore him, especially them liberal women. They adore that man. So, but in the case of being rich, I don't know how much he make. He probably make bank. That might not even be a lot of money to him. So he might not even thought about it.
No.
Cause my man gets like major subs a month. So he was like, oh, put $500,000 payment. I make that in a month. What do you mean? This is light work. So he might not even think it's that much. And he's like, I donate and do all this other stuff. And some people at the end of the day just fake. I don't know. So I'm not going to like make a criticism of them. Cause I try not to do it with people I don't know. But it could be either way. He might have felt like it wasn't a lot of money to him. And he wanted to enjoy it. And he like, that's yo, fair. I give more to charity than I do this. So I just want to enjoy something nice. Or he could just be a dude who say stuff on the internet just to get attention, which is prevalent now too. So,
yep,
that's life now. That's the internet age, baby. I think the internet grew. On the last point of this, I think the internet grew too fast because people making money on YouTube is new. People don't realize that started in like 2016. There's been 5 years of people making money, and now you got little Ryan, little kid making like 50 million off just one YouTube channel. So like this is new. So a lot of people who just now starting to make a lot of money were like, oh, I didn't know I can make money from shooting video from my living room. I thought I had to work my way up through a company. So now the world is different, and then people see you making money off of it. You don't think they hate you?
Yeah.
It's people that hate you, dog. They gunning for you. Right now, I be making jokes about Joe being canceled. At this point, Joe not getting canceled. It's just the honest truth. Where we at now, Joe not getting canceled. We had 200 views. Nobody cared about what Joe said or what I say or anything. But they might come back to them videos once we start getting 1 million, 100,000, 200,000. Because then it matters to them, right? It didn't matter before. Now it matters. And they might not care 200,000. They might wait till you get to 2 million. Like, I want you at your highest before you fall. I don't know. The world's sick. And everybody just keep, like I say, stay safe. That's my motto this whole episode.
Hey, just know that whenever y'all come for me, I'm standing on that shit. This ain't the crate challenge. I'm standing on it. Okay.
We gotta talk about that. Yo, Jeff Hardy had us doing that. Y'all don't even know that. In the hood, we were doing that before y'all doing it.
We ain't doing that shit. What you talking about, dog? Get out of here.
Y'all just made it popular again, and we started. Now they gentrifying it, bruh.
Yeah.
See all kind of what people just doing. They cheating too. I see you. I said, little dude behind that crate. Quit cheating.
We seen Rick Ross get on them sturdy ass crates. We seen that.
Some of them crates big, man. Like this crate this wide. Of course it's gonna be balanced, dog. It's wider than your whole body.
Hood crates being thrown around on the truck. Hood crates get thrown on the truck and then get thrown off the truck. Hood crates ain't level, okay?
And them thing be wobbling when you run up them thing. We used to Jeff Hardy them up. It's one time bomb all over the place. But yeah, man. But
I gotta say before before we get out of here, I want to definitely give a super duper shout out to this week's episode of Zell Theory. My man's I can't think his name. I'm sorry. What's his name? I'm sorry.
Sam. Shout out to Sam.
Shout out to Sam. I apologize. I watched damn near the whole thing. Man, that was dope to see somebody that was so involved in hybrid human animal hybrids. Like this dude was. I've never seen somebody be so happy to talk about 1980s China experiments. I'm mad at y'all. Y'all didn't bring up the main point of Batman Beyond. That's all they was doing was trying to turn each other into snakes. I was shitty. I was like, y'all didn't bring up Batman Beyond. But they were talking about human hybrids and what we could use them for. But the real point of there's the conspiracy of, y'all gotta watch it, but just know that they trying to grow livers out of pigs that we can use, and 80% was a stat that was brought up about the so I'm just my thoughts on it was that it was an interesting listen, and it was two cats that was 100% like they was hype about this, like, yes, nigga, make human pigs, bro, that shit'll be crazy. Man, bear, pig, like my boy at South Park used to say, man. So that was a good one. So make sure that y'all go check out Zell Theory this week if y'all want something interesting to just be like, what the hell? Hold on. Good point. No, that couldn't happen. But shit, could it? So that was a dope episode. And
next week's gonna be fun. Great reset time. We talking about the great reset.
Oh my God. So get ready for this Matrix ass shit, man. Anything else you got to say before you get up out of here today, Zell? May.
What if they demonetize me just for saying the great reset? Then I know it's real. Then y'all gonna motivate me next week. So you do it. And remember to keep stomping. Why?
Oh my God, there's so many topics that you could tell people to stomp on. I bet you can't come up with some for each topic.
All right, let's go. Keep stomping. Okay. Why? Because one day you might expose a fake. Keep stomping. Why? One day they all kind of about exposing fakes. Do I think about it? And one day you might get you a $2 million house. You might get a $2 million house, a $7 million house after you quit streaming for 16 months with all your friends because you are a dope person and we appreciate you. Or you can sleep with Jimmy Butler and get fired from your job. Or illegally sleep with anyone and get caught and go to jail, as you should. Or the internet can hate you, which means you're actually on and you made it, because when the internet hates you, you have finally succeeded. And then something amazing can happen.
That was a good comeback. Peace. God damn.